Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with Poonam. This is day 18 of our 100 days of coding challenge in JavaScript. Today we are diving into another exciting challenge, that is generating a random number from 0 to a specified value, excluding the specified value. Okay, so let's dive right into our today's challenge and we will move to our VS Code. So if we come here, we can see here in the VS Code, the question is already mentioned, right? Write a JavaScript function that generates a random number from 0 to a specified value, excluding the specified value. Okay, so let us break down the question here. So if we come here, we will take this JavaScript function and I'll put it over here. And what is the next thing we will do? We'll take this generate a random number from 0 to a specified value. That is the important thing. After this, what is the most important thing? That we have to take care that it should be excluding the specified value. Okay, so this is what I will put it over here. Now since this function is related to generating a random number, so what we will do, we will come here and we will write a function or create a function called as a generate random number. Okay, so this is what we will do here is, now in the next line what it is written, generate a random number from 0 to a specified value, right? So now first of all, what we will understand, how can we generate a random number and then we will go from 0 to a specified value. Okay, so in JavaScript we have a math.random method. Using this we are going to get our random numbers. Okay, now this method, what does it provide? It provides from 0 to 1. In this also 0 will be included. Okay, 0 will be what? Included, and 1 will be excluded. This is what your math.random provides. So if I have to tell you the range will be what? 0 to, it will be 0.999. Okay, it will never reach to 1, it will be always less than 1. So if we see, if it is 0, it is fine, but other than that normally we will get what? Decimal values. Okay, so this is what math.random is going to provide. Now we want to generate a random number from 0 to a specified value, right? So this one is giving from 0 to, correct? It is giving till 1. Okay, but the start point we have got it from here itself, correct? So then we will use this method only. So we will what do? We'll come here and we will take this method, and this method has to be multiplied by your specified value. So we will come here and we will put this. This is what it is going to give us till that point. Now it is excluding 1, correct? So obviously it will be excluding the specified value also. So when we use this one, math.random multiplied by the specified value, it will exclude your specified value as well. So it will justify this line as well here. Okay, so suppose if we take a value called as a 10, so math.random has to generate from 0 to what? It will generate till 10. Okay, but in this 0 will be what? Included, and 10 will be what? Excluded every time, correct? So this is what it is going to give us. So this is what was our question, right? Excluding the specified value. So we are able to get it. So the range will start from 0 to 0 to 9.9999, correct? It will never reach to 10, but it will always be what? From 0 to 9.999, right? Now here also we will get the decimal values, right? As I've explained here, the same here as well, right? If it is 0, 1, 2, it is okay, but other than that we will always get what? The decimal values here as well. So then what we will do, we will use one more method, that is Math.floor. Okay, what it will do, it will convert it into an integer. But how? It will rounds down the value. Okay, so it will what do? It will rounds down the value. So if I have to explain you, if you have to remember this, how can you remember it? You can remember by this floor. If you know this floor, where is the floor? Floor is down, right? That is why it always rounds down the value. So if I take here example of 10 itself. So suppose we get 9.5. Suppose we get 9.2. Okay, suppose we get 9.9. So but if we use the other methods, it will, if it is 9.5, 9.6, it will round up, right? But we don't want the 10, correct? It has to be excluding. That is why always we will use this math.floor, and when you use math.floor, this 9.5 will become 9, This 9.2 will become 9, and this 9.9 will also become 9. So there will be no case where you are going to get 10. So that is why we will use this Math.floor method. It will rounds down the value, and at the end of the day you will get the integer value. Okay, so that is why we are going to use this Math.floor as well. Okay, so now let us come here and let us start writing our function, and we'll see how we will use this. So we'll come here and we will write here a function, and with the name as generate random number, correct? And here we will quickly invoke this function here as well. So we'll come here and I'll write it here, and from here I will pass that 10 from here as a argument, right? As a argument, and we will receive it here in a param as a max value. Okay, now what we will do, this will be our params, and let us quickly console it here and let us test our function. Correct? So I'll come here and I'll write here max value, and what we will do, we will come here, and this challenge is today's is 18. So I have saved the file with the 18 challenge question. So I'll write here node 18, and you can see here that it is coming 10. That means this function is successfully running, right? Now what we will do, we will see this one first, that Math.random, what does it provide? So we will come here, and since it is going to give a decimal value, so we will just create a variable called as a const, and we'll create here random decimal. Okay, and then what we will do here is we will use this Math.random here. So I'll come here and I'll write here Math.random, and I will just call this function, and we will console it to check what we are getting. So we'll come here and we will do what? Random decimal. Okay, I'll come here and we will once again run this particular file, and you can see I'm getting 0.28. I'll run 2-3 times so that you can check 0.35, right? 0.56. It will never go to 1. It will always be less than 1. That is 0.999. Right? That is what it is giving us. Okay, so this will be our range. So this we have done it successfully, right? Now what I said here is that if we want to get a specified value, we have to multiply that specified value, right? So we are successfully getting this part, right? So this Math.random has been successfully executed, right? Now what we want from 0 to a specified value, right? We want this, correct? So what we will do here is we have to multiply the specified value, right, to a Math.random. So we will come here and I will multiply this with our max value, correct? And now I will clear the terminal one more time and we will run it here. Now, if you see here, what do we get? 3.13. Again and again, we are going to get what? 9.58. If I run it again, you will get 9.13, but it will never reach to 10 because it is always excluding, right? So we are able to get this. But what is this? But whenever we are getting it, what is happening? It is getting in a decimal values, right? That is what I said. Most of the time we will get a decimal value. So what we will do here is we will convert it into a integer, and we have to use what? Math.floor for that. So what I will do, I will come here and create a variable called as a const random integer. Okay, and we will come here and we will use our Math.floor method, and in this I will pass my random decimal here, and we will again console here our random integer. Okay, and we will just run in our terminal. I'll clear the terminal once again and let us run it. If you see, I'm getting now, it was 4.37, but we are getting 4. If you run it here, 8.8, and it is 8. If you run here, it is 9.86. You can see here we are getting 9. This is what I explained here, right? If it is 9.9 also, you will get the same. 9.6 is 9, 3.6 is 3. So it is never reaching the higher point, right? It is rounding down your value. So we are successfully able to get the integer value, right? Now, if you want to change the number, you can come here and you can change the range as well. From 0 to, suppose if I make it 15, you can get it till 15 as well. So I'll clear the terminal once again and we will run it over here. You get it here as well, that the number is 15, but we are getting 14.15, and it is the random integer is 14, right? So this we are able to get it. So what we will do it here is, now we will just comment out this one and this one as well, and we will improvise our console.log. Okay, so we'll come here and we will take it from here as well. Generate a random number 0 to a specified value, and then we will edit up here. Okay, so I'll put it over here. So it generates what? It generates a random number from 0 to a specified value. That specified value is nothing but our max value. So I will put up here, and excluding again the specified value. So we have to just put this here again. So I will put it here, and we will put a colon here, right? And as soon as I put colon, and if we run and test it, let us run it, what we get. So we will clear the terminal, and we can get here what? Random number from 0 to 10, excluding the 10 is 5. Here we are getting, and let us run one more time. I'll just increase here the terminal, and you can see in one line now. Let us run it. You get 0 and 0. Sometimes you can get 0, sometimes you'll get it another numbers, right? You can get similar, you can get different, but it will be always within that particular range. Okay, so 8 and 4 now you are getting, so you will get it like this. So that is okay. So sometimes you can get same numbers because it is generating a random number for us, right? So we have improvised our console.log as well, and we are successfully executed this particular function. Okay, so if I have to do a recap, what we have done, we first tested here what? Math.random, that is it generating from 0 to 1, where 1 is excluded. It was giving us the correct output, right? And then what we do, we wanted but till the specified value, right? So we multiplied with a specified value. Here we have done the same. Our specified value was nothing but the max value. So we have done that, and if we came here down, we have converted that into an integer by using what? Math.floor. So it is always rounding down, it is never up, because it is Math.floor. Where is floor? Floor is always down, so it will always round down the value, and it is giving us the integer value, correct? And here what we have done, we have just printed in the console, and we have improvised our console.log statement as well. And here what we are doing, we have invoked this particular function properly, so that this function runs up correctly. So we are passing here what? The number, that particular range, or we can say the specified value. So from 0 to the specified value, it is coming here and printing. So this question, if we see, we have successfully executed that. It is generating a random number, that it is successfully executing a random number from 0 to a specified value, excluding the specified value, correct? So this is successfully done. Okay, so now once again I will just clear the terminal, and one more time I will just run it and show you all here. So if you see, it is successfully generating for both the point, that is 0 to 10 and 0 to 15, where it is clearly mentioned it is excluding the 10 and it is excluding the 15, correct? So in today's challenge, guys, we have explored how to generate a random number between 0 and a specified value using JavaScript, right? So we used what? Math.random along with Math.floor to achieve that. Now, while we have only scratched the surface of what we can do with a Math.random method, there is so much to explore here. So in the upcoming videos, we will dive deeper into the different use cases of this, okay? And I will show you how to work with the different use cases. Okay, so that's all I have decided for the upcoming videos. So we will use Math.random, and we will use Math.floor and other methods as well, that we have seal, then we have random. We will see where it will fit, where it will not fit. Okay, so that is what we are going to do it. So that's all I have you for today. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's challenge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Okay, so keep coding, keep learning, and I will see you tomorrow, guys, with another exciting challenge. So take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.